Oh my goodness, good people of Earth. We are undergoing significant conjunction at this moment. Mars conjunct Pluto, conjunct Mercury, conjunct Sun, conjunct Venus. And we're moving in Aquarius in the tropical and in Capricorn in the sidereal. So both of these, Aquarius and Capricorn, are Saturn's signs. And Saturn in the tropical zodiac is in the final degrees. I think it's at 27 of Pisces in the tropical chart, and just getting started in the final sign of the zodiac in the sidereal. And so these are the consequences of action or inaction coming home to roost in this unprecedented astrology, in this moment of great gravity. And it just feels like a heaviness. What I want to say about this and why I wanted to make a video, despite and because of, own the paradoxes, I want to do the Ask Your Body exercise in Belaruth Naparstik's book, because I'm going to use it a lot going forward, ever deepening that relationship I have with myself, that relationship that I have with my intuition. And my need to express it in this moment is merely a need to remind myself to do it, to stop and look at the emotions as they pass through, which are mental entities, and say to myself that thought is just a thought. Question, inquire about what I'm thinking, how I'm feeling, before I take any thought, word, or deed as more than an ephemeral thing, as more than something it actually is, right? That's the problem for me, or what I'm finding with this whole situation of Saturn and Pisces in both charts, where it gets to be really strong, right, is this sense of I'm confused about the consequences of my own actions. I'm confusing myself by not being able to see the causation clearly. And remember, Saturn's with Neptune, which is that cosmic fog machine, making things unclear. And then there's all of this chatter in the noosphere. There's all this noise, news, fake news, commentary, opinions, social media, all of these things that draw me away from my consciousness, which is being evolved in this moment. And just one more word on consciousness, right? Consciousness is not my intellectual awareness. And I get those confused sometimes too, especially when the consequences of my actions are in the ocean, essentially, of noise that we're immersed in right now. I'm the same consciousness that I was at 6, that I will be at 60, but it changes in intellectual awareness. My personality changes as I grow, right? The more experiences I gather, the more I understand. The more I understand, I don't understand. And that's a really good way of looking at Saturn and Pisces. We're getting a bead on how much we truly don't know. By the end of July, I suspect that things will be a lot more clear. We have eclipses coming up this February, starting on the 17th, after the full moon in Leo. There will be a new moon solar eclipse. And, you know, that's a window of 2 weeks. Things get raggedy, things get weird, and we're able to rifle through that backpack of beliefs a little bit better and figure out which beliefs are ours and which are the ones that were given to us. So let's anticipate fruit coming from the introspection. I mean, I know it's the same message all the time, but don't give your conscious experience away to others or to your own intellectual awareness. Don't nothing but your experience. Examine it. Be reverent with it. Decide who you are in the face of all this chaos, right? It will harden, shape, and temper you like a diamond. But the diamond is the important part, not the chaos that shapes it. Okay. Let's see what a little past, present, and future spread might yield for us today from this beautiful deck, the Tarot of the Divine, from Yoshitani. Sorry, Yoshitani. I need to slow down and read more carefully today. It's just one of those days. Finally get a little rest and you start to slip. All right. Om Doom Durgaye Namaha. Om Shreem Mahalakshmiye Namaha. Om Aim Saraswatiye Namaha. Om. 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 The card of the past for this moment is the Ace of Coins. So this is a new creative beginning, a new way of interacting with the fire element, a new way of being with the life force of a new time. This is artistry. This is craft. This is anything that we pour our creative self-expression into, starting a new cycle. The present is represented in strength. I have to tell you guys, I have gotten this card like 18 different times in the past week or so. This is the card that is really coming up for me. The Leo full moon coming up on the 1st of February, and this is the Leo Major Arcana card. You'll notice this is the Celtic story, and I'm going to forget her name. Dang it. It's just gone. But I'll put it in the show notes. The intelligent overcoming of a dilemma. And most dilemmas have more than two horns these days. We are involved in paradoxes. We are involved in intractable conundrums. We are at the very meatiest part of the problem of human existence. And everything is colliding in a moment of novelty that is excruciating. Like, it is rough. The supposition is that if you have the intelligent means to overcome and confront the issue that is a problem or a fear or an ongoing dilemma, that you can conquer that dimension of your life. You can master it. And mastery comes only through experience. There is no intellectual awareness that will give you mastery. You have to actually undergo the formal experience of doing the thing. And that is what this charming redhead is doing, is undergoing the experience, right? Not losing it, not flaking out, not running away, taking responsibility, taking matters into her own hands, and allowing for the fact that the victim perpetrator scene, the whole circus of the human condition, is something that we're going to understand better going forward. Our consciousness is evolving toward a state of dynamic equilibrium with power over. And that, I don't want to be misunderstood to say that power over is the thing that we're trying to achieve. What we're trying to achieve is conscious awareness of how to overcome the cycle of power over, how to share power, how to come from disunity into unity through repair. Yeah. We don't know how to do the repair thing. But there's an injury here, and there's one who seems determined to overcome the injury without either party being hurt. That's the best I have for you. This strength card is really the horns of our dilemma right now, this patriarchy, this power over that is inequity. All right, the future. Oh, I got two, you guys. Oh, that's really interesting. All right, so I got the Six of Wands, moving from a state of labor, toil, perhaps exerting strength in a temperate way, into a field of victory. You know, this isn't like the greatest victory, but this is like a minor victory. You know, we won the battle and have yet to fight the war kind of feeling. And then the Two of Swords, again, a dilemma, a choice. But what I want to say about choice in this moment is the way we must observe when we stop and look at our reactions to things. We must observe that our choices are the sacred part of what's going on here. Who are you when you face the waterfall? Who do you choose to be in the chaos and novelty of this moment? And the way that those small victories, every time you have to choosing integrity, choosing to honor yourself first, and then the others in your field. Every time you make one small victorious choice like that, it shapes a new identity, and therefore a new conquest of dimension is achieved. I love that 2 came out. You know, I think it's a both and world. And I can't help, but since we got an extra one, I just want to check. Oh, yeah. The devil. We all know in this group of people that habit and the force of habit, for good or for ill, is Saturn. That is Saturn's realm. right? That is the pentagonal storm on the planet Saturn. That is the rings that bind us to this earth plane, to this material realm. And it is burning down all the trees and sucking up all the oxygen at the moment. But it's not for no reason. It's so that we can realize the victory of our sacred choices through holding the line of discipline in a creative new beginning. Okay. That be that. Now, let's do this. Let's do this thing. Let's do this interesting meditation, scientifically based on how to ask the body. What follows next is a quick exercise that you might want to use for questions that require a simple yes or no answer. It encourages you to check in with your best friend and your most reliable and trustworthy ally, your body. Even if it's bothering you, it's telling you the truth. Once you're tuned into it, you'll find your body to be a source of constant and profound wisdom. And like any true friend, it won't lie to you. The key, as always, is to learn to pay attention to the subtle cues. Some people are naturally adept at picking up this kind of kinesthetic information through their bodies. Others may need a little practice. Recognizing this information is a skill worth having. Not only does it help with picking up PSI data, but it also can help you stay strong and healthy. You will learn to recognize when you start to go physiologically out of balance before you have an unpleasant symptom to contend with. So at this point, I'm going to read about 3 more paragraphs of description. You might want to start gathering or placing yourself into a way of meditation. And just for the time record right here, we're at 1741. This is an excellent exercise to help you develop the habit of checking inward for guidance during the day. It's quick and reliable, and it works equally well for big and small decisions. Anything from, should I accept this lunch date? And is this safe? Is this a safe street to walk down? To do I want to be doing this for the rest of my life? And is this person good for me? The key is this: when your body says yes, you will feel a subtle expansion, a comfortable, gentle release somewhere inside, usually in your chest or abdomen, sometimes in your legs, neck, shoulders, or sometimes all over. On the other hand, when your body is telling you no, you'll get a subtle tightening, a contraction, or a holding back. This is the Sun-Saturn dynamic, by the way. The Sun is the expansion, the inhale, and Saturn is the exhale and the contraction. This may or may not be accompanied by an emotional component that matches the physical feeling of expansion or constriction. Try it. It may take you a while to train yourself to perceive the difference between your body's yeses and nos, but once you've got it, this skill will stand you in good stead for the rest of your life, keeping you out of trouble and steering you where you need to go. Have your yes-no question ready before beginning this exercise, and when you listen to it the second time through, try to write it down. This is an exercise that you should probably practice about 10 times in order to master. Imagery for asking the body yes or no, about 6 minutes. To begin with, see if you can position yourself as comfortably as possible, shifting your weight, so that you're allowing your body to be fully supported. Try to arrange your head, neck, and spine in a straight line. And taking a deep, full, cleansing breath, exhaling as fully as you comfortably can. And again, another deep, full breath, all the way down into your belly if you can. And again, breathing out. And now, if you would, gently turning your attention inward, focusing inside for just this next little while to see how your body is feeling. To take a gentle, curious inventory of your insides. Just a friendly look at what's happening inside your body with the honest, neutral eye of a camera. And feeling where your body might be tight or tense or sore, and where it feels loose and soft and open. So you're just letting your awareness move around inside your body, starting perhaps with your head, and checking to see how it feels inside your head. Whether it feels tight and busy and congested, or comfortable and loose and open. Just noticing what is so. No praise, no blame, nothing you have to do. Just noticing. And moving your awareness down into your neck and shoulders. Curious about any tightness or heaviness that may be there. And down into your chest. Continuing to breathe smoothly and deeply. Sensing how it feels around your heart. Aware of any sensation there. Heavy or tight, or spacious and open. Moving around into the length of the back. Noticing how your back feels all along the spine. All the way down into your tailbone. And coming back around to see how it feels inside your belly. Continuing to breathe deeply and easily. And feeling what's happening all through your abdomen. Noticing in a friendly, detached way any tension you might be holding there. And moving your awareness down into your bottom. Seeing how it feels all along your whole pelvic floor. And then down into the legs. Feeling any tightness or rigidity in the legs. All the way down into the feet. All the way down to the tips of your toes. So you're just doing this gentle, curious inventory of the insides of your body, noticing where it might feel denser, tighter, heavier, and where it feels looser, lighter, more open. And taking a deep, full breath all the way down into any uncomfortable places, breathing the warm energy of your breath into the heart of the discomfort. And breathing it out. And again, sending breath into the core of the tightness, letting it warm and loosen and soften all around and through it. And then breathing the discomfort out. And so you're just taking this time to reacquaint yourself with this body of yours, your oldest friend, your steadiest companion, and letting your awareness sink down into it, letting your spirit settle all the way down into your body. And in this state of soft, open attention, alert and present, taking a moment to gently ask your question, either quietly to yourself, in your own mind, or out loud if that feels right. And leaving space for your body to answer. And noticing whatever subtle or fleeting response you get from within your chest or belly. Or perhaps from the legs or the buttocks or the back. Whatever immediate answer is offered to you. Muscles opening or closing. A feeling of loosening or tightening. Noticing whatever happens, however subtle or bold. And whatever doesn't, with friendly but detached interest. And just to be sure, if you need to, giving yourself the space to ask the question again. And attending carefully inside, curious to hear what your body wants to tell you. And to feel what it wants you to know. And in case it is still unclear, take a moment, ask the question once again, either aloud or in your own mind, and make room in your body for the answer. Perceiving any subtle sensations within. Noticing with friendly curiosity its honest response. And taking another deep, full breath. And with the exhale, sending thanks to your body for its loyalty and wisdom. Breathing in your gratitude for this, your oldest and staunchest friend, your steadiest companion, who has always told you the truth. And breathing out a sense of balance and peace and well-being. And whenever you are ready, very gently, with soft eyes, coming back into the room, knowing in a deep place that you are better for this. And so you are.